早急に取り掛かるぞ。
East 1, the Dora is the 7 of cracks. The player is West.
I'd love to see some tile drawing magic here.
Let's see how this battle unfolds. Any calls with a pass for now. Who's going to make the what to do with still holding back? The player on a roll.
The next few tiles could make a huge difference.
The player still no calls. The player gaining momentum.
This is the point where skill really factors in.
The player is already 1 tile to Tenpai.
Nearly every draw has been an improvement.
The player, is it time for a call? This table is so quiet I could hear a pin drop. The player on the left drops a pair. Who's going to pull away from the pack? Things are at a standstill. The air is tense as the players take their turns. How are the players going to approach this hand? No one dares to make the first move.
This south could be kept as a safe tile.
Is this hand going to end quietly?
This green dragon could be kept as a safe tile.
Who will seize the win this hand? Who will arise victorious? The player on the left, and there we hope. The player across scored 3 Doras. Doubled up on a tile that was just discarded. We're witnessing a nobody wins this shootout.
3 players are Tenpai.
East 2, 1 counter. The Dora is the 7 of dots. The player is south. The player across the table is in first.
At the moment, this is anyone's game.
This is not an easy spot to work around. Any calls on this? Oh, the player makes a call out of nowhere. What to do with this to the pass for now? Oh, making a move here. The player, 2 tiles to Tenpai.
This hand is really beginning to come together.
Decided to pass on that middle weight. The player, first place is well within striking range. Who will come out on top in this confrontation? The player is already 1 tile to Tenpai.
This hand is very near completion.
Still holding back.
Decided that dots aren't worth chasing.
The player on the right continues to discard symbols. The player, Tenpai!
This hand may have a poor weight, but it's still explosive.
The air is very tense at this moment. Oh my! No. Here it is! I hear a roan!
A tremendous hand right out of the gate. The player...
I'm simply blown away! East 3, the Dora is the 3 of cracks. The player is East. The player is coming off a spectacular hand.
Moving into first place, at least for the moment.
The stage is set. Anything can happen. East 3, 1 counter. The Dora is the 5 of dots. The player is East. The player is in the lead, at least for the moment.
Hopefully this will end without any incidents.
Now, let's watch how things develop. The player gaining momentum.
This is the point where skill really factors in.
This table is so quiet I could hear a pin drop. Things are at a standstill. Another useless draw. The air is tense as the players take their turns. This hand is going nowhere. I see storm clouds on the horizon. Who's going to make the first call here? Have things calmed down for the moment? The player on the right continues to discard symbols. How are the players going to approach this hand? No one dares to make the first move. Any calls on this tile? Pick a pass for now. The air is very tense at this moment. What to do with this tile? Still holding back. Is this hand going to end quietly? Who will seize the win this hand? The player, 1 step in the right direction. The player is still no calls. Who will arise victorious this time? We're witnessing a tense push and pull. The player on the left drops a pair. Nobody wins this shootout.
The entire table is no pin.
East 4, 2 counters. The Dora is green dragon. The player is north, heading into the final hand of the match.
The player is in first and will normally play the hand fast.
Is this a lead that can be defended? One step in the wrong direction. The player across makes a call out of nowhere. The player, one step he calls on this to pass for now. Whatever happens, it'll be something to talk about. The player gaining momentum.
The next few tiles could make a huge difference.
Draws yet another crack. The player is already one tile to tenpai.
It's important to find the best possible weight.
The players are already visualizing their winning hands. Who will come out on top in this confrontation? Have things calmed down for the moment? How are the players going to approach this hand? No one dares to make the first. What to do with it, still holding back. Oh, making a move here. Oh, there it is. The player on the left suffers an unexpected loss.
With a fine play, no doubt about it.
全然なってない。全てやり直せ。